Well, hello and welcome back. Something a little bit different today, yeah, under the tarp as it was. Gonna cook up some food. A bit of steak, a bit of asparagus, but the holy all of this is to find some wild mushrooms to go with this. So that's the plan of action. Hope you're all doing well, guys. New camera, so hopefully you'll be able to see this in super duper 4K. The other thing I wanted to do was give you a look at my 3F UL Lanshan 2, which I've made some alterations to it. I have it pitched. There's not much point in going through the pitching of it. Most people know how it's pitched. I have this one probably a little bit high. I have it set as 125, so you can see there's a big gap under the door of us, but I have made some mods to it. Now these modifications you can find on lots of YouTube channels. Long Suffering Hiker was a big one for me, so we'll go through that. We'll go through that shortly. But before we do any of that, I'm going to have a cup of tea because I'm bet. See you in a mo. Well, it's a bit of a chilly day today. Wasn't kind of expecting this, and this morning was absolutely horrendous. The winds, the rain. Ugh. I looked out and thought, this video is not going to get made. Yeah, I was determined. Only had a very small breakfast. So yeah, getting hungry now. It's getting late in the afternoon. Sun is beginning to set, so I don't think we have too much daylight left. We have another hour. We have another hour of daylight or so left. So look, while I'm supping the tea, coffee, cappuccino actually, I said I'd take you around and give you a look at the tent. I think you might like it. So what have we done to the tent? Okay, well, the first thing we did was got rid of the ram's head. Even though this is the 2025 model, the ram's head was metal and it was still very tight to try and get the little guy lines into, so I got rid of that. We've put a double up here, as you can see, down to a little curtain ring, and which gives us a longer guy line, which makes the tent a little bit more secure. The doors are now held out with bungees. Also on the bathtub inner, let's open it up actually and show you the bathtub inner. Slip off that. So the bathtub inner, as you can see, is nice and tight. And again, I've put some bungees on that to make that a little bit easier. Along the top here, from the very top ridge here, I've put another guy line, and that's done away with the side lines here, the side guys. So this pulls it out again, pulls it out a lot further, and gives you an extra couple of inches, I suppose, on the inside. And it really does make a big difference, those couple of inches, and it tightens up the whole inner as well. Again, I've done exactly the same on this side. The other thing I've done as well is I've added these little bungees here. So when I'm tying up the guy lines, I just wrap them up and wrap them in, tighten them into the bungee. So no more playing around with the guy lines. So it's, look, they're small little mods that I've done, but they have made a big difference. Let's just go inside the tent. Oh, that's the other thing I've done. Haven't got it on this side actually. But one thing I did do, I have it over here on this one, is I've put, yeah, we'll take the one off, wouldn't I? Yep. There we go. Sit that back there. It never goes well when you want it to, does it? Okay. Yeah, it in there. There we go. So on this, just got a little carabiner. I can take that carabiner over and just hook it onto the guide line like that, and that holds the door open. I could do with straightening the and I know I haven't put it into the elastic here, but it's really just for demonstration. I'm not going to be saying this tonight. Mind you, that could change. That could change. Again, this is the woods I was in the other day, and absolutely stunning. I just want to show you, I'm not sure how clear it came out the last time, but just like to show you these clouds of agaric, and they usually form in a ring. They're absolutely quite beautiful. I mean, that guy, that's the size of a dinner plate. Let me put my hand there, give you a look at that. Look how big that is. A little slimy to touch. As I said, they normally form in rings. You can see this ring here around the tree. So they have a symbiotic relationship with the trees. They take nutrients from the tree and they give nutrients back to us. And everyone's a winner, babe, and that's no lie, huh? I'm sure I heard that in a song somewhere. I might write a song about that. I wonder who I'll get to sing it. I'm not too sure. So my plan of action for today is, when I finish my coffee, is to go and have a look for some hedgehog fungus, and we're going to fry that up with a steak. I'm going to cube up some potatoes. Nothing special. I mean, just the normal, a bit of asparagus, a bit of onion, and hopefully get something nice to eat. Right, I shall chat to you in a moment. I'm going back to enjoy my cappuccino. Make sure I get it right, and I'll talk to you shortly. But just look at that tent. Isn't that a thing of absolute sheer beauty, huh? I'm just going to leave it there for a second. Just take that in. Okay, talk to you tomorrow, guys. Well, so much for enjoying the steak. If you happen to watch my last disaster of a YouTube video, you might remember I forgot my cooking pot. What did I do today? I forgot the steak. It's okay, it's only a walk of about a mile or so, and go back to the van and pick it up. And look, when I'm going down here, I might actually look out and see is there any mushrooms on the way. Well, I know there'll be mushrooms, but will they be edible? That's another question entirely. Where am I going here? My God. Oh wait, here we go. It's hard to see the track with the amount of leaves on it. But anyway, I'll be back to you in a few, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's going to go on here. Seems I didn't forget my steak. It looks like I've just lost us. I really don't know. I really and truly don't know. When I was coming into the woods, there was a guy there walking his dog, and of course I put my backpack on, and he said, that's a big pack for a walk in the woods. So I explained what I was doing. I said, I know. I said, I'm going to the woods, I'm going to pick a couple of mushrooms, and I'm going to make an out steak, you know, and have a bit of dinner in the woods. Oh, he says, you should see my wife. I said, why? I said, does your wife like to eat steak in the woods? He said, no, she's a psychiatrist. Well, if I don't find this steak, I'll probably be needing a psychiatrist. So I'm going to say lots of prayers and ask the universe to send its positivity to me, and see if we can hopefully find that steak back at camp. Alright, I'll come back to you shortly, folks. Well, guys, if I could get my leg around my back, I'd kick the backside of myself. The steak. Okay, I'd put it into the side pockets of my rucksack and completely, totally and utterly forgot about it. Well, hey, look, I'm getting the steps in. You know, that's all good. I've been doing my best to try and get at least 12,000 steps a day, and I've been kind of succeeding. So, yeah, since giving up the job, I've put on a little bit. So it needs to come off. Quite a bit needs to come off. But we keep going. Okay, so off on our travels for some mushrooms. Let me see if I can turn this around. Got to use two hands. Squeeze me. Yeah, there we go. So I do know, because I saw one somewhere here at one of these trees. Yes. Okay, right beside the tarp, there is one young hedgehog fungus, and that's going to be really good eating. There's another guy sitting in here, and he looks like he's been chewed a little bit, so I think we might leave that guy alone. I don't think we have to go too far. I don't need too many mushrooms, I only need a couple, and I do only pick what I'm going to eat. There's no point in picking too much now. If these were of the nice edible variety. Now, some people say you can eat cloud of the garrick. No, I don't fancy it. Strange thing about mushrooms, I could eat one mushroom and it'd be absolutely perfect. You could eat the very same mushroom and be very sick after it. So why it actually affects different people like that, I'm not too sure. Well, all I'm seeing here is leaves at the moment. Some more cloud of the garrick over here. They are such an impressive mushroom. It doesn't matter if they're edible or not. Just look at that. Isn't it stunning? That's absolutely beautiful. However, beautiful is not going to get me my dinner. So let's see. Oh, there's a perfect example of the gills of the cloud of the garrick. Really classic, really beautiful. Generally speaking, in nature, red and orange are the danger colours. They're the ones to watch out for. But in the world of fungi, what you need to watch out for is white. So if it's white, leave it alone, leave it be. Unless you actually know what you're picking. Of course, there are some white mushrooms which I definitely do eat, and if I find some here today, and I haven't as of yet, I will pop them on as well. So the two that I have in mind is the giant puffball, and you may have actually seen that without realising what it is. It literally looks like a football. It's about the same size, and it's just meaty right the way through. And the other one is the common puffball and the pestle puffball, which are completely white. You don't actually. There is a dead, dying common puffball, and I don't know if I can get this to do this. No. Usually when you give it a little squeeze, when they're at that stage of their lives, the spores come out. They're not edible at that stage. They have to be completely white and white through. I wouldn't even chance them if they're a little bit of yellow. There's another one there, and you can see his little the little spout hole there. That's let's try this one. Will it work? Yay! I think you can see that. That's the spores. There's another one there. Let's pick it up, see if we can do it. Now, I wouldn't be recommending to breathe these in, so I'm downwind of it. And there's the spores coming out of the puffball. And now you know why it's called a puffball. So any animal that comes in here, there's deer, there's badger, that happen to stand on it, they spread the spores. Aha! This is what I'm looking for here. There we go. Not in a great shape. I'm going to leave that one because I think I'm going to find some better ones than that. It's a little bit eaten and a little bit raggedy. Right, no point in me dragging you through the woods. I'll come back to you in a few minutes as soon as I get some of these sorted. So, okay, there's my little haul of hedgehog fungus, and they're going to go lovely with the steak. When I get back to camp, I'm going to show you exactly why they were called hedgehog fungus. So bear with me. Okay, decided I can't use a selfie stick and carry the mushrooms at the same time. By the way, we've always nicknamed these pookies. Anybody else in the country called them pookies? Why they were called pookies, I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, have a little think about that and I'll talk to you in a few. Well guys, we're back. So this is why it's called a hedgehog mushroom. You can see the little spines here. Okay, and this is how it reproduces. So they're spiny, just like a hedgehog. So what I'm going to do is actually remove these spines before cooking. Be good to get them onto the forest floor. And I mean, I've often eaten them with the we'll call them spines for the time being on them, and it's not a problem. But when they're being fried, they can be a little, they can be just a little bitter, I suppose. Or maybe they just add to the flavour. No, as you can see, there's little bits of debris from the forest floor on this. Well, that's fine. When I was a kid, we used to call that clean dirt. There was a difference between dirty dirt and clean dirt, and that was clean dirt. And I'm just going to cut off the stipe there, and that's what we're left with. So yeah, that'll be cut up. I don't think the microphone is going to pick this up, but there is a buzzard calling. And he's been calling all morning. Absolutely gorgeous to hear us. When I was here the last time, a buzzard flew by me, flew through the trees. Unfortunately, of course, I didn't have the camera or anything set up, so that was impossible. Right, I'm going to get on preparing this. There's no point in you looking at me chopping up a few spuds and dicing them and that. So I'll bring you back when I have everything on. So now, that's the Trangia on, spuds diced, mushrooms waiting, and I have a very special seasoning to go on my steak. Don't ask me what's in it, because I can't remember, not because I don't want to tell you, but yeah, it's going to be nice, it's going to be lovely, and yeah, we'll bring you back as this is doing. I'm just waiting on the Trangia to bloom, and we should be eating well. So I've got my spatula, so yeah, faction this guy up. It'll do. Right, let's continue with this. I'll chat you when they're done. Well, this is a first for me. Cooking steak in the rain. Oh, you can hear that on the tarp. But yeah, and I was hoping for a dry takedown. But hey, it's gonna make the steak taste even better. I'm sure of it. So now, lads, that's what we're talking about there. Hey, what you think of that? I love that steak. Okay, I'm going to get stuck into this and ram it down the throat, and we'll see how we get on. Alright, come back to you when this is finished. Guys, I just had to bring it back. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. I'm going to show you a magic trick. Yep. Oh, it's gone. Oh. Oh lads, this is delicious. It's true, you know. Absolutely everything we do tastes better and looks better when you do it in the woods. And that, my friends, was absolutely delicious. Right, time to pack this stuff up and head for home. Yeah, a lot to be taken down. So I'll chat you on the way out. Well, I hadn't intended filming inside the tent, but as I was packing down and taking the tarp down, a shower of hail came out of nowhere. But while I'm in the tent, have a look and you can see how those tie-outs are doing, how well the tie-outs pull back that head, giving you definitely an extra couple of inches, and the same on the other side. And yeah, it makes the whole tent much more taut on the inside. So yeah, there's a little bit of a bonus video that I wasn't expecting to shoot. Okay, as soon as this eases off, I'm going to tackle down, get everything away, and I'll come back to you on the walkout. Talk to you in a few, guys. Well guys, that's me, as per usual. Left no trace, all picked up, all done and dusted. It's really strange. Bright sunshine, hailstones and rain. Yeah, and down into a hole I go. So I'll tell you, I've had a great time. Had some lovely food, and yeah, it's been really nice. Everything is wet. As per usual, so everything will be coming back out when I get to the house and all left out to dry. It's okay, I don't intend going out again now until I don't know, be a few days anyway, so I've got plenty of time. Listen, thank you guys again so much for coming on this little journey with me. So I hope this video is a little bit better than the last one. Quality should be better. Not sure about the content. Listen, you mind yourselves, take care, and we'll chat to you soon. All the best, bye bye.